Who impacted you in your formative years? Who was that person?
Mama. You mamas. I had, of course, my mother. Of course, my grandmother, Wilhelmina Spires. Of course, my sister. Beyond my family, there's a woman's name I want to call, and this is Mrs. Deal. She was my kindergarten teacher. And she is the woman who pulled my mother aside and said, "This child is smart. I want to put her into this gifted program. Here's what's going to happen. She's going to take a test, and the test will come back this way. And the people who run that test will say, 'This is strange. We should test her again.' And then they're going to test her again. And then they're going to say, 'Wow, I don't think she's quite ready for this gifted program, but we should put her in this other program and that'll get her ready.'" And she pulled my mother aside and said, "When that happens, this is what you need to do." And it's because Mrs. Deal, my kindergarten teacher, advocated for me that I did not get lost to the racism of the education system.
Mm.
And I am so thankful to Mrs. Deal because at that very early moment, she set me on a trajectory. And yes, the gifted program wasn't necessarily going to be the make or break thing in my life, but it gave me the poetry that she taught me. It gave me things very early that I'm thankful for. So, Mrs. Deal, she did good things for me.
You know, I think the education piece is very important. I was educated in primarily private Black schools until I went to public school. In a Black private school, when we studied history, we studied Martin Luther King, and we studied Mary McLeod Bethune, and we studied Harriet Tubman. By the time I entered a public school, I was not in a predominantly Black school. I had a completely different awareness of myself as a smart person, as an individual, because I had been nurtured by these really phenomenal young Black people who were born out of the struggle of the 60s and understood the power of what happens when you educate Black kids about who they are and about where they came from. Those educators who can do that and see you and understand you, whether they're Black or white, it changed both of our lives, Regina.
Yes, it did. I can go all the way back to my grandmother and who went to Bethune-Cookman College. And she was there when she had 5 kids. She was not yet 25. And there was somebody at Bethune-Cookman College who said, "You are welcome here." And I am so thankful to that person who started the college going trajectory of my family that led to me. And without college being a part of it, I'm thankful to the person who said yes to my grandmother. And you never know what saying yes to some individual is going to do for a whole family tree. And I'm so thankful to that person whose name I cannot call because I don't know their name. But they said yes to my grandmother.
Yeah.
And that had ripple effects. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so enamored of the work that you are doing, because you are throwing pebbles in the water that are rippling out because you are saying yes to people. And it's wonderful. It's critical.